Hello, my name is Ed Brown of Courage, Image, and Charisma Institute. And one of the challenges I think most people face in this year and beyond is how do you become more engaging and likable? With the expanding of the internet and multimedia, people are feeling more detached and dispassionate about connecting with people. And as much as we poo-poo it or act like it's not important, we always, as human beings and social animals of the world, want some level of attachment and connection. And so when you think about how to be more likable and more engaging and use your charisma, there are three things I want to give you today that will allow you to effectuate that. First and foremost, become an active listener. Now, an active listener is different than a mere listener. The mere listener says, I'm okay, I'm listening. You're listening, but you're bored. An active listener is that right? And what else happened? They did that? No, you're kidding me. That's not, you're not playing to the camera, playing to the people. You're actually interested. You have a natural curiosity about where this person's going. We love stories. The person is telling a story about their life because we really ask them, how's your day going? Or how is your mother? How's your father? How's your kids doing? When you ask those questions and they start allowing themselves to reveal those things to you, that's when you know you're communicating. So be an active listener. Get into the verb, the fiber, the nuance of what they're saying. Secondly, ask questions. Excuse me right there. No. Before you go right, because that's very interesting. What do you mean by you had an epiphany or a turnaround experience when your child left home? What do you mean by that? So when a person is allowed to express those things, sometimes they're looking at things they hadn't even considered before. Things that happened in the past they hadn't looked at clearly or introspectively. And now when you start asking questions about their reality, now they say, oh my God, someone's listening to me. My husband, my wife, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my children, my friends, they never listen to me. They call me, they tell me all their problems, and by the time I get to mine, it's time for, oh, I gotta go. It's where does the time go? And they go to the phone. And so by asking questions for the first time in many people's lives, someone is suggesting that they have interest in what they have to say. And third and finally, express yourself in emotional, vulnerable ways. Express personal things as if it's this part of your human nature and part of human experience. If you tell somebody of a time when you lost somebody or a time when you had a setback or failed or you personally let someone down, that is the humanity of things. No one walking on this face of earth has ever had a situation where they haven't fall back or had a setback by which they let someone down. So I said, you know what? Yeah, I've been selfish in the past. I think my selfishness left some emotional carnage that hurt people that I really didn't want to hurt. But I was after something, and as a result of, this happened and they decided not to talk to me again. So when you start being that fluid in your openness and vulnerable, people start saying, oh my God, I feel like I'm talking to a friend. I just met this person and I'm talking about things I could never talk to anyone about. And so these are the things you want to deeply connect with. People only care about themselves in their own self-interest. The only pain they feel oftentimes is their own pain. And if you can relieve their pain and absolve them of that pain for that moment, based on communication and rapport, you not only have communicated effectively, you actually have allowed that person to be free of their own personal demons and monsters. And if you can free people of their own monsters as well as you free your own, then you actually have helped that person evolve to a better person. And so look at how you can be more engaging, more charismatic, and more likable, but how can you be more vulnerable and open to people's opportunities?